Hey, let's talk habits today, specifically how to make exercise a habit. Before you tune me out, I promise. I promise this is possible. Even if you think you hate exercise, even if you've never been able to be consistent with it, I want to break this down and make this super simple. I've got some tips for you today. So, if you're like me, you think, or the way that I used to be, you probably think that people who exercise every day, or at least most days, regularly, like these people that do 5Ks for fun or whatever, like they're just weird and you're not wired that way, right? They are them and you are you, and never the two shall meet. Okay, again, I'm going to challenge your thinking on that and back up a whole bunch of steps. So generally what is happening then, and I don't know you, but I'm just going to speak my truth, what I know to be true, is that we are generally, when we're like in it and on track, we are doing things that are either too hard or too intense. And by hard, I mean the actual thing is hard. Like, we don't like it. Our body doesn't like it. We are chronically sore and tired, and it's just achy. It's just not fun. There's that. But then there's also like too hard to fit into your life. We're trying to do 90-minute workouts and long runs and traveling to these like fancy places to do fancy specialized things like hot yoga or whatever. And it's just too hard. Is in every sense of the word, it is just too hard. So that, my friend, is the main problem right there. Trying to do too much, too fast, too intense, too long, too extreme, too whatever. I am queen of the too much. I am either all in or all out. So I've learned this lesson over and over and over and over again. And that's why I'm here begging with you to join me on the other side, where exercise is not a short-term extreme thing, but a daily, or at least mostly daily, consistent habit. So now, let me get to the point. Okay, here are the tips for you. The first one is to start super, ooper, duper simple. Like, so easy peasy, you could totally do this, even on a busy, crazy, hard day. So backing up to those examples, we're not going for like 5-mile runs. We're not taking a CrossFit class. We're not doing a 90-minute yoga class. We're not even doing a 15-minute HIIT workout that we found on YouTube or something. You're like taking a 5-minute walk or rolling out your yoga mat and doing like one stretch. Like, so easy, you could totally do this. The key is to continue to do that. It's not just a one-day thing. It's not even a 90-day thing. It's over and over and over and over. This is how you build a habit. It starts with consistency. It starts with like, I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to do it again and again. So in order to do that, I'm going to encourage you to not only start with something simple, but start with something that is actually somewhat enjoyable. I'm not going to fool you. I don't love every exercise. I don't love every second when I'm working out. There are things that kind of suck just because they're hard. I don't like doing things that don't feel good and are hard. And by don't feel good, I mean like mentally in the moment. I'm thinking like, I wish I was stronger. Why is this so hard? I've gotten better at that. I encourage you to watch your mental chatter always, but especially in relation to your body when you're exercising. We want that to be a safe space. But I digress. Attempting to find something that, like, take a walk. Being outside in nature, generally a pleasant experience unless the weather is lousy. Make it short. Don't start off the bat doing some crazy long route with all the hills. Like, I really, really am giving you permission to back it all the way up, because the name of the game here is consistency. So start simple and enjoyable as much as possible. Okay, but now some practical tips. Add some accountability to it. You know this to be true if you commit to something, if you sign up for something, if you pay for something, if you schedule something, if somebody's waiting for you, you're going for a walk with a friend, you're going to the gym with a friend, you sign up for a 5K and you do some sort of couch to 5K thing. Like, you've got built-in accountability, either because there's a deadline or because there's people involved or you've put money on the line, whatever it is. That's why personal training and group fitness is so valuable, for lack of a better word, because it works. And it not only works because, yes, you're going to get a great workout if your trainer is good, but also, I made that face because not all trainers are good, but that's another story for another day. Get yourself a good trainer. It's really the fact that you've scheduled an appointment and you've paid for it and you're going to show up for it. So the workout could be, meh. But again, consistency wins. You showed up, you did something. That's what counts. Okay, here's another one that I love. And I didn't make it up. It's called habit stacking. If you don't know this about me, I'm a psychology nerd, specifically positive psychology and mindfulness. I'm just obsessed. So habit stacking is where you tack a new habit that you want to build onto an existing habit. This is a great way to add something new to something you're already doing. For example, doing a squat every time you wash your hands, or something little like that, where you take something you're already doing pretty much mindlessly, brushing your teeth, going to the bathroom, checking the fridge. Maybe you make yourself drop down and do a push-up every time you open the fridge. That'll, have consequences on both ends. But anyway, seriously. One of the ways that I used to incorporate this when I really needed the extra push and was working on my habits was what I called earning my shower. If I wanted to take a shower, I needed to work out first. And since, you can only go so many days without taking a shower, I needed to do something to earn my shower. That worked really well for me for a time. I don't use that anymore. But if that helps, there are other ways you can implement this, depending on your life and your routine and what you got going on. I think this is one of the reasons morning routines are so popular. I keep wanting to put everything in air quotes. That one doesn't need to be in air quotes. I'm just not a huge fan of really structured morning routines. I like flexibility and I like to do what I feel like doing. But anyway, morning routines can be really helpful because it's building habits. And when you start your day with positive habits, most likely you'll be in the right mindset and, feeling good for the rest of the day. Okay, here's one last tip. Generally, when we are exercising for a specific goal, and in my experience, most people I've worked with, it's an aesthetic goal, or it's to lose weight or to tone up or to look good for a certain event, a wedding or a reunion or whatever. Sometimes it's health related, like lower your blood pressure and things like that. And those are great goals. But what I really want you to do is focus on positive outcomes and the experience itself. So not necessarily like the will you lose the 10 pounds or whatever it is, but think almost instant gratification, right? Because a lot of times we have fitness goals that are a month away, 6 months away, whatever. The thing I love about fitness is it's almost instant. Like I feel better within 5 minutes of exercising. There's almost nothing that's healthy that makes me feel better that quickly. So focusing on the not I need to burn calories, not, I need to crush this, I need to sweat, I need to whatever, I need to lose this weight, but focusing on the endorphin rush, if you will, even though not everybody feels that, at least not initially. But I'm trying to figure out how to say this. I focus, at least I used to really heavily focus on the cool down. Now this might sound ridiculous, but almost like earning my shower, like I needed to earn that deep stretch, relaxing, restorative, cool down kind of Zen moment. And I do this with every workout. Even if I'm doing like a cycling workout or a strength training or whatever, I end every workout with at least a few minutes of slowing my breathing, deep stretch, relax, because that really is what I came for. That is what I'm craving. That moment of satisfaction and relaxation, and all the good chemicals are flowing in my brain, and I can just be in the moment and not be worried about all the things, like, because they're coming back as soon as I'm done. But for that moment, I have a sense of calm and peace and confidence and awesomeness, and it's just one of the best feelings I have ever in my life. Like, it's just so good that's what I focus on. Even when it's crappy, even when I'm doing something that is like not that great, not that enjoyable, which I don't do that often anymore, but sometimes you have to do hard things just because you need to work on things. I'll go into that another day. But focusing on the positive, focusing on the things that do feel good, on the moments where you're just completely in tune and in the present moment and feeling what's going on in your body and your breath, and you're not distracted by your to-do list and everything else, and you have just that fleeting moment of serenity. And again, this doesn't have to be in a meditation class or yoga class. This can be at the end of any workout. You can intersperse it during the workout. There are not a lot of rules here. That's the point, is I want you to find the things that feel good to you. Make it positive, make it enjoyable. Add some accountability if you need it. Figure out a way to stack it on to something you're already doing. And start really simple. Okay, my friend. Good luck with that. Let me know how it goes. Let me know which one of these tips works for you or which one you are planning on implementing. Make sure to subscribe, please. I really appreciate it. All right, my friend. Take care of yourself. Be well. Till next time.